Another week, another weird and creepy compilation. Here's a roundup of all the videos I've been posting on all my other socials. If you see a TikTok that you think should be included in one of these videos, you can either email me at auntiematrix@gmail.com or you can tag me on TikTok. And just a reminder that we have 3 YouTube membership levels here. Don't mind my band-aid, I got a splinter. Every tier gets a cute little badge next to your name and over 20 custom emotes that you can use in the live chat or in the comment sections of my videos. 2 tiers get early access to videos, which means they get to see these videos a day or 2 before everybody else. And the highest tier also gets their name on the screen in the intro to all my long videos, like this. And if you'd like to become a member, you can click the join button next to my profile picture. But right now, let's get started, so sit back, grab a snack, and let's get weird. Somebody called this video of this fox going like right through the fence. There's gotta be like a portal there or something, right? In the comments, some people are like, no, the fox doesn't go through the fence. It like turns and it goes this way. No, if you look at it, the legs are like straight. Like it's like it went right through the fence or like a portal in the fence. You watch it, you let me know what you think. Before this person's sister passed away, they promised that they'd come back and haunt them in the most annoying ways possible, and now this is happening. And also, 7 is his sister's favorite number. I hope my loved ones come back and show their presence in ways like this.
Bitch, if you don't push the number 7 again, Jeanette, I swear to God. Here we go. And it'll just keep coming. It'll just keep on coming. Jeanette Elizabeth, push the number 7 again, damn it.
Well, this doll is either really haunted or there's something in the store that doesn't like this doll, because how did it get so far? I said in the comments, okay, this doll should go be buried somewhere very far away, and the person said, no, it's still in our shop. Just like always, their TikTok is down here, so you can check out their shop too if you want and see if there's any other crazy stuff that happens there.
Hey guys, it's Heather. We had something crazy happen in the shop and I thought I'd share it with you guys. Now, we've had this doll for a couple of months and the owner told us he was experiencing the doll moving. We've never experienced that. We have put her in our display window. She's been there for months. She's never moved until today. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys. Don't mind her dress, it doesn't button. Okay, so she's in this window. She's pretty secure. She's against the the window and the TV. If I shake the TV, she doesn't fall. If I if I hit on this, she's not falling. If I hit on this, she's not falling. If I shake the window, the chick is not falling down. So how did she get from here all the way right here? So either she jumped or she got pushed. Either way, that makes no sense. I don't know. Looks like we have another mystery in our hands, guys. Let me know what you guys think.
Okay, this person thinks that this old camera that they have is seeing into another dimension or timeline, and they keep showing, I've seen many videos, this is just one of the videos, but I've seen many videos of this person showing that they're walking in front of it. Although their clothes look different when they walk in front of it, they look a little bit younger or different, and it's like one video, there's all the furniture and everything you see, and then like that's the regular camera, and then the old camera is showing like the other timeline, which there's no furniture there. Look, he's walking across right here. I'm gonna let you watch this whole video, but I can't tell if this is faked or not. What do you think?
Okay, seriously, I need someone to help me out because I have no idea what's happening right now. My wife bought me like a vintage CRT monitor from the 1980s, okay? Of course, what do? I turn into a live camera feed via Camlink, but there's my things. Where's my furniture? Now wait, just watch this. This is crazy. How is that possible? There's my furniture. Where? What the actual fuck?
Get another glitch in the Matrix with a ring. We have so many glitches with rings, with nails. I just love these. I love seeing so many people having the same kind of glitches happening because it's really just validates that this shit really is going on. Have you ever had a glitch like this?
Explain this to me. It's some sort of glitch in the Matrix, Mandela effect. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I'm absolutely stumped. I was just packing away some Christmas stuff and I come across a ring that I bought Alana for Christmas. This one. So I picked it up along with some bits that she'd left in the living room. I handed them to her and said, right, when you next get up, put these away. And of course, being 19, she got up, went away. I sat down. I realised that she'd put the stuff on my table here, right? The next time she came down, I said to her, please take your stuff up. And she goes, I put my ring on. I can't explain it. So I bought one of these rings for Alana for Christmas. It's on her finger. We've ended up with a second ring somehow. Someone explain it to me. Or has something similar happened to you? Let me know in the comments. They are the same. So strange.
Some people are saying that this is a fae trap. Other people are just saying that one of the chains looks like it could be broken. But even if one of the chains is broken, how is it swinging at such a crazy, consistent pace? I don't know. What do you think?
We just got home and the weirdest thing has just now happened. Jeff was like, oh my gosh, did you see that? I said, no. He said, go around the house and look. And the weirdest thing, this is what we saw. And if you can explain it for me, please do.
What in the world? This is staying still. This is just... None of the other ones are doing this. What?
Dude, nope. This is a dangerous point. This is where we call a priest. Okay, call a priest.
The amount of movement that I have been hearing down here all night, like I was laying in bed and I was just listening to walking down here for probably 2 hours straight last night, and every time I would come down, nothing. The dog came down here with me because she heard it. Like, the first couple times things would happen, she wouldn't hear them. But the last couple of nights, she's actually been up and heard them as well, so. And when I would hear it, because our bedroom is directly above the living room, so it sounded like it would come from the front door, walk through the living room, dining room, into the kitchen, and then I wouldn't hear it anymore. But the amount of walking is very unsettling. It's very unsettling. What was that? What the fuck? Yo. Yo. That is stuck in there. Holy shit.
This person has her son on camera talking about a past life, and we've actually seen a video from her before where he was talking to an imaginary friend, and now he's like talking about his past life. It's pretty cool because it involves her. Watch this. I love these.
For the past several days, my son has been talking a lot about his past life, and I got some of it on camera. Apparently, when he was 24, he knew me, and I was a baby.
Did you see me?
I saw you like a long time ago.
You saw me a long time ago?
Yeah, like in my 20s or something.
In your 20s? You saw me in your 20s?
Yep.
Wow.
I was 24.
You were 24?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we were at Mom Papa's house, and you were a baby. You were still a baby.
I was still a baby at Nana and Papa's house?
You had a swinky thing with the handle.
He said that I was sitting in this basket chair thing that had a handle in the middle of it, and turns out that was an infant car seat.
That had a handle in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And she was holding the baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you.
Oh, okay.
And I was like this, being rocked back and forth. Being rocked back and forth by him.
Laying down and you singing.
Were my eyes closed like that too?
Yeah.
I asked him if his name was the same as it is now, and he was like, no, of course my name is not the same. I'm like, oh, why would I ask that? That was silly of me. Couldn't tell me what his name was, but he said it had an A like apple and an O like orange. I don't know if that was his initials or if his name was like Arnold, Aaron, something. He said that he was a lot taller, which, you know, checks out.
I was super big, like way in the sky, but not that high out of Earth.
Oh, you weren't out of Earth. You were still on Earth. You were just tall. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He had a suit on that was red and green and came with a helmet, but it was not an astronaut suit. He was not in space. He made that very clear, just in case anyone was wondering.
Wearing a helmet and a suit and some things.
You were wearing a helmet and a suit.
I wasn't wearing like you like going in space.
Oh, not like an astronaut?
No.
Oh, okay. What were you wearing?
I was wearing like red and green.
I think that this might have been like a uniform that came with a hat or something, and he's just trying to describe it the best way that his 4-year-old self can. Later in the car, we had a conversation, and he was like, Mama, when I was 24, I had a red truck. And I was like, oh, you did? He's like, yeah, but 2 cars came, and they trapped me, and they were going so fast that my truck crashed.
Car just passed by, and another car trapped me in the back.
Oh.
It crashed.
It crashed?
Yep. And I have to fix the back.
Someone crashed into your truck?
Yes.
Were you okay?
I was okay.
This is my first indication how his life as a 24-year-old might have ended. He did confirm to me that he didn't have the truck after that anymore. And I changed the subject and started talking about his little sister.
That's my sister.
Sally is your sister.
Yeah. So that you still my sister. What can you okay. I will leave now.
What's interesting is my father was 24 when I was born, but he is still alive, so before anyone says, oh, that's the life, I don't think that's the past life. But I'm sure my son will give me more details as he usually does. But now I need to have a conversation with my mom to see if she knows who he's talking about, because I have no idea. That's all I got so far.
This might be one of the scariest mimic voice videos that I've ever heard. Literally the voice, it makes me feel not good. I don't like it.
Bella. Come out. Bella, are you there, honey? Bella.
These people people were watching the live video feed of their yard, the cameras in their yard, and the alarms are going off, which is why they went and looked at it, and they catch something weird. What is this?
Okay, so alarms are going off and the rooster's going nuts. We caught some coyotes in the backyard. What is that?
It's probably that coyote.
Right there. What the heck?
Is that that coyote?
No.
That's not a coyote. That's a fucking person. I'm gonna get the shotgun.
Where's the dog?
Wow.
Well, you better go now.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. The rooster's not too happy. Where's the dog? There's the dog. Why is she in her freaking pen?
Look.
What the? Oh my God. Okay, so it came back. What the hell?
There's Lucy right there.
Yeah, but you see where it's standing?
Yeah, it's looking in the window at you.
It's out our window. What?
It's a good way to get shot in the face.
And the dog's just staring.
So why is the damn dog not barking?
Oh my God.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What? All right, go, do.
Okay, no fucking joke. I'm loading up wood, and I look up, and this is what I see. Wait for it. Why does it look like a goddamn Yeti? Anybody? Because it's real tall. I'm not down with it. Alright. I think it's time to go back inside now.
This person's ex must have had something negative attached to him because ex obviously doesn't live there anymore, and she's like on the phone talking about how his stuff just keeps breaking randomly, and it happens like on video. Like, watch.
So random things that were left here of Josh's break at the house. Just will be standing there and it'll just break.
You're kidding me.
No, it's happened 3 times.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So the bowl outside broke. The lamp that was in the corner of the room had moved across the room in the middle of the room and broken. There was glass all in my bedroom. His lamp was cracked in half on the couch. What the hell was that?
Where's Kingston?
Right here. Both the pets are right here.
Okay, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest shit. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's probably going to be something obnoxious. Oh my god, it's his mirror.
Get everything that belongs to him out of the house.
So people were arguing in the comment section of this video saying that some people are saying this is Starlink and other people are like, Starlink moves. It doesn't just park and stay in one position. So you watch it and let me know what you think. What the hell is that?
Is something in the sky, okay? And when I say in the sky, I don't mean like a plane or a star. My best friend thought it was stars. Y'all have to understand that we do live by the airport. Let me tell you that. We do live by the airport. The airport is like literally right there across the street. Okay. But there is something in this sky. And it's right here. And what happened? Oh shit. Okay, there it go. So it has been, what is that? Because that's not a building. That's not a building that's flashing. That damn sure ain't no that ain't no I'm getting blurry. It's not no what's the things antennas, whatever them thingies be. Y'all, there is something in the sky. Them ain't no Christmas lights. Corey, what is that? Corey. I know you hear me. Okay, whatever. So I'm thinking we got something going on. This is Kayla reporting live from backyard shit. There is something in the sky. What is that?
This person grew up in Appalachia and she tells a story about how her and her friend saw a flesh pedestrian one time when they were younger. But after listening to the story, I don't think it was a flesh pedestrian. It sounds more like potentially a Wendigo or maybe even an alien. You listen and let me know what you think she saw. Either way, no thank you though.
As many of you know, I grew up in deep Appalachia. I now live in Atlanta, Georgia. And there are times where I'll tell my friends stories from what happened to me when I lived out there, and they're like, what? I already posted about my UFO story last year, and that video got to like 3 million views. But today, I'm going to tell you guys the story of when I was a kid and I encountered a skinwalker, or at least what I thought was a skinwalker. I hate long intros, so I'm just going to get into the story. The place I lived was a place called Jasper, Georgia. It's right next to LJ, and I lived in the place where the show Squidbillies was based on, and we have a Squidbillies shrine in our town center. I had a friend that I would stay with pretty often, and her family owned a 300-acre farm, and when I say family, it's just her and her mom who live there, and so they have like all these farm animals, and they have different parts of their land that you have to walk through trails in the woods to get through. Like, in order to get to one barn, you have to walk through the woods for like 10 minutes just to get there. So there was one day that I was sleeping over there, and we had been home alone all day. I was probably in 3rd grade when this happened. Some of you might ask why me and my friend were just like 2 3rd graders alone on this farm. And it was because my parents were getting a divorce, and so I needed a place to go, so I pretty much lived with this girl at the time. But back to the story. So my friend's mom was on the way home, but I guess there was like a lot of traffic or she was running late or something. So she called my friend and she asked her if we could like go down to one of the barns and feed the horses before we went to bed. So at this point in time, it was probably like 8 o'clock. The sun was going down. It was about to be nighttime. You could still see the sun and the light when you're in the open field. But in the woods, it was like pretty dark, like there was no sunlight. So my friend and I started walking through the pasture to the woods, and she had a flashlight with her. we got to the woods, she turned the flashlight on, and we started walking. We were walking for maybe like 3 or 4 minutes through these woods, so we're about halfway through the trail, and we're just talking about some shit and laughing. And then all of a sudden, my friend just stops talking, and like, I was kind of just like looking at her, like, as we were speaking. I wasn't really looking in front of me. And then she just like drops the flashlight and starts sprinting in the opposite direction, like back to the house. And so I was like, "You okay, Rebecca?" And because that was her name. And I turn and I see her sprinting, and the flashlight was just like on the floor in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck? So I turn back in front of me, and I just see like maybe like 10 feet away this gigantic like white figure. And I didn't look at it for long, but just like the sheer height of this thing, whatever the fuck it was, scared me so badly that I looked at it and immediately was like fight or flight mode. Like, I felt danger. So right when I looked at it, I turned the other way and fucking booked it. I was running faster than I'd ever ran before. So fast that I passed my friend, and I was like running and pissing my pants at the same time. Like, that's how fucking scary it was. And so I ran all the way back to her house, and in my brain I was like, what is the one place I can hide right now where no one will find me? And the only thing I could think of was like, I just ran to the laundry room and I got in the dryer. And so I was just sitting in the dryer, and it was like one of those old school dryers. It wasn't like plastic clear cover, so it was just like a white door that closes it from the front. And so I was just in there, I was like curled up in a ball, and I waited like, I don't know, what seemed like 15-20 minutes. I was just in there covered in piss, and eventually I thought that whatever the fuck was in the woods had like killed my friend. And so I was just crying, and like, I was freaking out, but I was also terrified and didn't want to die. So I was just sitting in there. And then eventually, my friend walks through the door, and I can tell that she's crying, and she's like hyperventilating. She's like, like, I hear that. And so I open the dryer, and she's like scared when I open it, obviously. And I was just like also crying, and we hug each other, and I was like, where did you go? And so she told me that she had ran and she got into like this trailer that was kind of near the house, because it was the only place she could think of to hide. And so we were both hiding, and I guess she just like mustered up the courage to run to the main house. And so we were both just like trying to explain what we saw and like put together whatever the fuck that was. And this was like 2008, maybe 2009. So I think I was like 12 or something when this happened, but this was way before like creepypasta or like any of these stories were like even around. So we couldn't even put a name to like what the fuck we saw out there. And so when her mom finally got home, we tried to explain what just happened, and she just like dismissed us, and she was like, you girls are just like overreacting. You guys saw a bear or like a deer or something, which is still terrifying if we saw a bear, but it definitely was not a bear, because this thing was like pure white. And in the dark, it's like the only thing you can really see is like, if there's someone standing in front of you with a white t-shirt, like, you're gonna see that. But this thing was completely white, and that's all I remember is just like this gigantic, like 7 or 8 foot tall thing just like standing right in front of me, staring at me. And so I'm not friends with this girl anymore. I haven't talked to her in probably like 15 years. But I just remember that story, and I remember being so scared that I pissed myself. And the only thing I could think of that being is like a skinwalker. So maybe that is a skinwalker. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I've never told that on here, so I hope you guys were entertained and enjoyed it, and maybe got scared. But anyways, Later this week, I'm going to post another story about the Appalachian feral people, because I think I also had an experience with that when I was younger. There was a lot of weird shit that happened. But yeah, thank you guys.
Wait, so are you telling me that the few times that my Alexa has played random music, like sometimes it will just randomly have like a religious song come on really loud, or like another random song without anybody prompting it, are you telling me that it could potentially have been a ghost in the house telling it to play something? And then I should go and check my Alexa logs? What?
So there's a ghost in my house, which if you don't believe in ghosts, I mean, that's on you. I believe in spirits and all that stuff. I've always thought there was a ghost in my house. So here we go. I decided to do some research, and apparently you can get on the Alexa app, which I didn't have, but now I have. You can see what was played recently. So besides that, you can also see the recording. So when you have an Alexa and you're like, Alexa, stop. Alexa, play this. Alexa, do this. It records you every time you do that. And you can go back and listen to it. So earlier today I got into that and I was like, oh my God, there's recordings from last night. Of course, there's the one that says, Alexa, stop, which was it. That was me, because I had to stop the crazy music that was playing. And then there's another one, which I'll show you. Right here at 10:08 p.m. last night, it says, Alexa, play Lady. And as you can see, you can also listen to it. So I was at work with my best friend and I was like, well, we have to listen to it. This is going to creep us out, but we got to listen to it because it wasn't me. I was upstairs, had no idea what was going on. So I pushed listen. At first I was like, it's just static. Like, why is it static noise? That's so weird. I'm like, downstairs is completely silent. It wouldn't be static. So we keep listening to it over and over again until we realize, and we're like, wait. So we get our ear real close to it, and faintly in the background, you can hear a male voice say, Alexa, play Lady, which then it played Kenny Rogers' Lady. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was creepy as hell. It's so creepy. And I'm like, okay, so it played for an entire hour, because it also shows that I did not shut it off. I did not ask Alexa to stop until 11:01, because I was upstairs watching TV and it played a whole playlist for a whole hour because I couldn't hear it because my TV was on upstairs. Until I turned the TV off, just doom scroll my phone, that's when I was like, is that music? So yeah, has this happened to anyone else? Because it's creepy as hell.
That concludes our creepy compilation for today. If you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. But if you want to keep it going right now, you can check out this video or this playlist.